And then, and you and me have talked about this before. I believe that the majority of technicians, I don't care if you're a woodworker or a coach or a hairstylist or a lawyer, the majority of technicians at some point want to move on from their B to C gig where they do and they do the service, the same service they've done for 10, 15 years. And that ascension, and it also is, it's not that it's maybe as much lucrative because there's definitely that component, but it just, this would be a new challenge. I want to now coach coaches. You always hear like coach, like I've been personal training. I've been training people for 15 years. I now want to coach coaches. How do you, how do you guys help someone transition? Be like, okay, I'm a coach in this guy's gym. I'm not leaving. I'm not going to start my own gym. I'm here though. And now I want to now become a coach. I want to ascend to management. I want to go from technician to management. Mm-hmm. What does that look like when you're still inside someone's shop? And I think we can honestly both say that most of these shops don't have the infrastructure or the business acumen to have an upper management and tiers of that.
So you're asking me if the coach is working with us and the gym owner is not, and the coach wants to grow beyond coaching these clients, how does that coach do that within that gym?
Yeah, and the answer I'm assuming is it can't. It's just not.
It can. It does. It does regularly. So what happens is we educate the coach on how to communicate with the gym owner on building a personal training department, right? So you have now demonstrated efficacy in these methods where you're making real financial freeing income doing something that you love to do in the gym where you've always worked with the members who you've always liked and you didn't need to move or anything. And you're making money and the gym owner is making money and everybody's happy. Other coaches are going to want to learn how to do that. So we teach that coach how to go to the gym owner and discuss bringing all of the staff members up through this person becoming responsible for organizing a personal training department and the other coaches on staff taking our education so they don't have to secondhand telephone game provide the education. And then the personal training manager now is the person who was formerly the coach, still does some sessions, make sure all of the other coaches doing sessions well, and gets a small piece of each of those sessions.
Is that, I mean, do you see, does there have to be a sunset of the group model then? And because you're going to have to become more predominantly PT, like even you look at the layout of the facility, like everything would have to change at that point if you're going to convert, if you're going to bring in a personal training department into what was originally designed for as a group fitness place to have 20 people in. I mean, you're talking a complete rewiring and restructuring of the majority of that operation.
There is a good, better, and a best. And good is you have some personal training happening in your group fitness environment. Because let's be honest, it's very difficult for a gym owner to pay a coach a financially freeing income for a career if their job is coach class.
So it'd be like a PT first and then try to, let's say you'll make everybody go through PT first that joins this gym, and then we're going to try to get 20% of them on some kind of recurring monthly every 6 week kind of PT thing.
We can get into the PT first stuff. The way it would work first and foremost is your gym is X amount of square feet. Do you have a space where personal training can happen in that gym? Yes or no? If we ask a coach that and they're like, not really. Every class is kind of full. There's no room. We're like,
maxed out.
We are going to be really hard pressed to help you achieve success at doing this unless if you can do it during dead times. And we don't see that being a consistently viable way to do it.
Never has been, never will be.
Right. And we won't take that person's money unless they tell us, I'm ready to move. I'll do this online, whatever. I really want to learn this. Like we're really selective to our benefit and our detriment at the same time. We could make a lot more money and have a lot of people out there saying, didn't work for me. We don't do that. That's good. Good is there's a space. Yeah, I can get like a 10 by 10 and train a client, no problem. And it's going to happen on the side of group class. Gym owner's cool with it. Better is there's a designated area where 2 or 3 sessions could happen at the same time. And it's happening in a room where maybe other members of the gym can see that it's happening, but they're not dealing with the crashing of the barbells and the loud of the music. It's like a room across the hall or in the back, whatever. That's better. Best, we're able to help that gym owner understand that there's a better way to run their gym, and that the group model that we design for gym owners salvages the fun and the community of the group that they're currently running and provides higher level service for the member, which warrants a higher price point and it allows them to stop competing with everybody in town. Now, the more gyms who come in your town, you're like, everybody, please come. Because if 5,000 people join gyms in that town and 1% of them leave each month because they're dealing with some kind of a nagging ache or pain, or they're not losing the weight that they thought they were going to lose, or they're not getting the muscle they thought they were going to gain because these models are built for the best and scale for the rest, they're like, yo, we're the solution. And they don't have to market against these gyms. They can market. If gyms haven't worked, come to us.